Welcome to another inspiring episode of the No Limits Life podcast, where we share stories of impact, passion, and purpose. Your intentions hold the energy that shapes your desires into reality. And it couldn't be more fitting, because today's guest is someone who has turned intention into impact throughout her entire career. She's a Tucson native, a powerhouse in media, radio, television, marketing, and community leadership. For nearly 25 years, she's built a remarkable legacy in broadcast media while raising two daughters and recently launching her own childcare business. She is the sales manager of the top-ranked Spanish radio stations in Tucson, Caliente, Buena, and Exito. And in 2018, she was honored by Radio Inc. with the prestigious Medallas de Cortez Sales Manager of the Year award. She's also a passionate community leader, board member, and a proud graduate of the UA Eller College of Management Small Business Program. Her story is one of resilience, leadership, and relentless pursuit of purpose. Please welcome the incredible Ericka Aguilar.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you. And before we dive in, I'd like you to share how you relate with the quote that I just read. Your intention hold the energy that shapes your desires into reality.
I definitely identify with that. It's my mindset. Mindset is everything to me, and that's how it shapes your life, your vision, what you're thinking. You can't have a positive attitude with a negative mind. I'm a firm believer of the law of attraction, and the thoughts that you put out into the universe is what you're going to attract. That and my faith have always helped me. So I think that has shaped me, because the energy I put out is what I'm going to receive from other people, or, just talking to the right people, having that mentality, and how they can help shape the way that I think as well.
Yeah, and it's interesting you say that, because intention has to stem from somewhere, and like I always say, if you don't know where you're going, you get nowhere. And before intention, there is what I call a strong desire to do or be something. If you can't have an intention if you don't have a goal.
Yeah.
You can't have intention if you don't have a burning desire to succeed. Whether it's in relationship, if you really want to have a successful relationship, whether it's with a partner or at work, you really have to have the intention, and then you have to project that energy that you intend to have a positive relationship. And if you are not doing or being, if you're the opposite of what you intend to be doing, or your energy is showing the opposite, this is not going to happen.
Yep.
Your intention would be then to repel. So, and I always, and I'm sure that's what you do with people you work with, is that you set your intention before you get, like you did here, before coming to the podcast. And set intention before a meeting. The intention would be to have a great outcome, and say the things that need to be said in order to create that successful outcome. So yes, absolutely, you are right when you mention intention.
Yes, for
That's super important. What motivates you?
Oh, I thought about that one for a while. There's so many things that motivate me. First off, I think a big motivation and how I start my day off is being appreciative, first off to God, of my health and everyone I know, my family, my love, my friends, and my work. So just knowing that I have that and how fortunate I am, that motivates me to work even harder, to just get going and know how fortunate I am. So
it's interesting you say that, because when you say motivation, when you say it, it's not matching your energy, because your energy is more of an inspirational. When you mention that you want to work with people and you're motivated by bringing something greater than you, that's not a motivation. To me, motivation is an external thing.
Yeah.
You're looking out to get motivated, but you're looking in to get inspired.
Yeah, definitely.
Hence the word, when you really think about inspiration, think about it. The word spirit is in the word inspiration. So inspiration is an inside game.
For sure.
It really stems from the heart. Okay? So I would say that inspiration drives motivation.
Yeah.
It's the fuel
Yes.
that fuels motivation. And so too many people are using that word so lightly. I feel motivated. But when my mom speaks to me, whether she's telling me, the hardcore stuff or simply I love you, she inspires me.
Yeah.
Do you think she's motivating me? No, she's inspiring me. And that is what I think should be the distinction between motivation and inspiration. Motivation is a doing thing. Inspiration is a being thing. That's, I think, the distinction between the two. So, Ericka, your journey is deeply inspiring. Thank you for that. But, we want you to share some wisdom and passion that you have in your life that wakes you up in the morning and want to be doing the things that you want to do in the service of humanity.
For sure. I have a whole list of things, and I think I might go on, but like every parent, my kids motivate me, my girls motivate me, because I have to be a role model for them.
When you say have to be, you are. You don't have to be. You already are.
Every day work harder and show them you lead by example.
You're referring to the work.
Yeah,
and that's a whole different thing. When too many people don't understand that mothering is a job.
It is.
It's a job that has another 10 positions in it.
Yeah.
So when we understand that the mother represents 10 different, she should be paid for 10 different positions. Psychologist, a doctor, a nurse, you name it, right?
Yeah,
so you should be making $2 million a year. Every woman out there who has kids should be doing. But yet, Ericka, we have to face it. Many mothers struggle. They struggle. Waking up every single morning, taking the kids to school, and then they have to go to work, and then they come back and cook, and it's so tiring. It's exhausting. So tell us, how do you deal with that? How do you actually get that energy? I don't even think, that it's called energy. It's more than energy.
Yeah.
How do you get that?
Well, it's different now. My girls are older, and let me tell you, raising older children is a lot more work than raising little children. When they're small, I don't really have an answer for that. Where did I get the energy?
Because
I was there.
Because only you have it. Because only mother have it. You don't have it. You're a father. I'm a father. Emilio, we are father. We don't have what it takes to be as resilient and as powerful as a mother.
Yeah.
No way. There's nobody on earth out there. And if someone wants to tell me, you guys are watching this and listening to this, send me a note and tell me, what do you call this? I'm sure you can't. If you're a man, you can't. If you're a woman, you feel it, but you can't describe it. Right?
It's true. And now that I see, I'm an empty nester. My girls are gone. They're in their 20s. And when I see moms, raising smaller children, I just say, I have no idea how I did it. I see my boyfriend has younger daughters too, and I see it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I remember this, or I remember doing that, and it's just so difficult now because I'm not immersed in it, and I think it comes as human nature, just as second nature. You have your children, you're going to do what you need to do.
You have a protective mechanism, both for you and your children. We have the hunter mechanism, which is we provide, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And it's one of the things that I've experienced myself. I come from a family of 13, 9 sisters and 3 brothers.
Wow.
My mom had me at 15, okay? And I witnessed my mom having seven teenager under the same roof at the same time, and babies. Imagine you carrying 2 babies, and you have 7 teenagers that are pulling their hair, fighting. All the girls are creating trouble for the boy, and it was like chaotic. But I would always remember for the rest of my life how comfortable I was in that chaos. Because my mom was nurturing us.
She made it comfortable.
It's funny, Ericka. My sister, not long ago, we were talking about how mom did it, right?
Yeah.
And she said, well, to tell you frankly, I think mom farmed us. What do you mean? Well, we're so many. It's impossible to take care of 13 children. So we were like animals, and she farmed us. I said, what are you talking about? That's the strength that the mothers have. No matter how many you have, 1 or 13, you have the same kind of love and the same kind of power, because it is power. Mother power.
What advice, I'm kind of curious, what advice would you give if a younger Ericka was sitting where Nordine's sitting right now? What advice would you give to her right now, based on your experience of what you've been through?
Well, my advice that I would give, like my younger self, is don't be afraid. Know that you can do it, and the only thing holding you back are your own thoughts.
Were you afraid during the whole process?
I was because I didn't know. It's the unknown that was when I was younger. But then I also had this thirst for, I know there's more out there. And I would tell them, there is more out there. You're right. There's more out there. You can accomplish anything that you dream of. Really, the sky is the limit, and I've always lived by that. I think I stayed here in Tucson, and I'm a native here because, my family's here. I had my daughters, but I would tell leave Tucson, get out there. College is going to be great. You're going to meet so many people. There's so many people that are going to help you along the way.
Do you have any regrets not leaving Tucson, or are you glad you stayed?
That's a trick question for me. I have regrets because I would have liked to lived in other places, and I can still do that. But then I love that I stayed here. It really helped with my career. I feel like starting at such a young age in media, that really helped me because I know, a lot of people in Tucson, a lot of people know I know media. That's what I do, and it's helped me grow.
Well, I've witnessed you in action, and you're very good at what you do.
Thank you.
And if there was ever any fear, I never saw it.
Yeah.
So you're very good at hiding it because you had a lot of confidence.
Ericka, I wanted to go back to something interesting you said. The sky is the limit. I noticed how beautiful you are. This can be a hindrance, especially for women. And the sky you're mentioning as the limit sometimes is not the case for many women, because that sky is covered by the ill intention of many others that want to take advantage of that. So how do you protect yourself from that?
Being Hispanic, being female, and being in a management position, I'm always aware of that. I know I have to work twice as hard. I have to know twice as much as the next person. I have to be prepared and just know exactly what I'm doing. And as Ken said, now in my older adult life, I can't be afraid, because the worst thing that can happen when you ask for something is they say no. Or the worst thing that can happen is, well, it didn't happen, and then, try again. So it's just being prepared and knowing what I'm doing. I hate walking into a room and not knowing about, like, for example, Ken, you guys both sent me, the topics we were going to talk about and everything that was going to happen. So I need to know pretty much my subject, and I just do preparation, because there's no success without being prepared.
Absolutely. And so, I heard you saying many times have. I think, a person like you, of your caliber, is referring to a get to. Get to is you don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay. It's something that you're looking forward to do it. You're a strong woman. You're protected. You know that at one point or another, some out there may want to take advantage of the fact that you're a woman and beautiful that is. So you get prepared. And when you're prepared, you get to do those things. When you say, I have to, some part of you is not prepared. I have to is effortless, or is effort. Get to is effortless, meaning that you're ready to jump into what needs to be done. So I guess the get to is more inspirational than, or spiritual than, the have to, And the way you said it, when I knew it was, I get to.
Yeah.
I get to go to the office. I get to do this, and I get to take care of my children. Even though there's a lot of work, you eliminate that effort just by saying I get to, And when my son wakes up in the morning, doesn't want to go to school, or my daughter, I say to them, you get to. Some people cannot
I like that.
do that.
My pen.
Yeah.
So you
True.
get to. So if we change that, statement from
Makes things a little easier.
from having to do and having to be somewhere, you get to.
Yeah.
It's
True.
it's a gift. It's not a guarantee that you're going to wake up in the morning. It's not a guarantee that you're going to get in your car and drive your beautiful car to the office. It's not a guarantee that you're going to have a nice lunch with your awesome friends. It's not a guarantee that you are going to do this. Or it's not a guarantee that you're going to be this. So all of these things that you are doing and being are gifts. As long as you're alive.
It's funny you say that because I sometimes when somebody's complaining to me, I don't like to complain, and I don't like it when they complain to me. And if I catch myself, I always come back and say, wait, that's exactly what I say. I'm fortunate enough to go to work. So don't complain about getting up. I'm fortunate enough that I was invited to go on this trip or that I'm able to do that. So you're right. Getting to do it is a blessing, and it's something that
it shows that you have life. It shows that you have self-worth. It shows that you're breathing a gift.
Yeah.
It shows that you can do, have, or be whatever you set your mind to.
Yeah.
Instead of complaining, because that having to has a connotation of complaint. You know, I have to.
What just that one little word
I
makes
have
it?
to.
It makes it.
You switch.
That one word makes it so that it's enjoyable to do it.
Yeah,
like
you
you're
switch,
looking forward to doing
Yeah, you
it.
switch from an external game to an inner game. Okay, you like I was saying earlier in the word spirit. There's the word or inspiration. There's the word spirit, right?
Yeah.
So everything that stems from the being aspect of things is inspirational. It's from spirit. Everything that comes from doing, the having to do things, is purely an external game, and it does not last long. I guess it's you could say it's the laziness of the mind and the body when you have to.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this resilience of the mind and the body when you get to. You know, you have that strength. Ericka, if you could give advice to this generation, what would it be?
Well, and just to close off Ken's question, because I really put a lot of thought into,
Thank you.
What would I tell myself to close it off? I have to say, be strong and always enjoy life. I think after the pandemic, I had, as many of us probably had that enlightenment, like, wow, life is too short, and I feel there's a before and there's an after, but, enjoy your life. Don't take it too serious. Nobody gets out of life. So just, live it and be happy.
We link happiness to the things that we want to achieve in life. And when you said, that moment of life being short, that reminds me of a story. My daughter was 5 years old, and she was at the pool. Actually, we were using the jacuzzi, and I was, how kids, they love the water, right?
Yeah.
They never want to get out of it.
No
And
matter how cold it is.
Yeah, and then so I asked her, I said, we need to go. And she said, 10 minutes. I said, no, 5 minutes. And she goes, which way, the short or the long 5 minutes? And it dawned to me, there is such a thing.
Yeah.
When you're mindful and present in the moment, 5 minutes is an eternity. When you are chasing your tail and in that neurotism aspect, 5 minutes is gone. So, yes, life is short, but it's also a long journey if you really enjoy it.
Got a quick question for you. Is there anything you'd like to share with the audience? Any projects that are coming up, or any messages you want to give our audience at this point?
Projects that I have coming up, I recently opened up a childcare facility.
Congratulations! I saw the pictures. The pictures look great.
Yeah,
It wasn't enough to be a mother. Now you have a childcare.
Yeah, I love my job. I love media, and
Who
radio
runs
is
the
just so,
childcare?
Special. And the childcare, my
operates that?
sister and my daughter
Okay.
run the day-to-day operations. I'm more of the, okay, you guys do what you guys have to do. I'll be here to support you. And we have another partner as well.
What's it called?
So it's
The name?
Little World Childcare and Preschool.
Okay, nice.
And yeah, we decided to venture out and just do a little. I mean, I've always sold something. I've always been doing something on the side. I've never been able to stay, calm. I have to like be moving and kind of challenge myself all the time. And
How many? What's your maximum capacity? How many kids
right
can
now,
you have
68.
there? Wow,
Oh, that's a
big.
lot of kids.
Yeah. So if you guys need childcare,
Can
we're
I
on
bring
top of
Nordine
it.
over
Can I
there?
bring him?
Oh yeah, for
Please.
sure.
Oh,
for
no, no,
sure.
no, I
You
asked
guys will
first.
be at
No,
the
no, no.
after-school
I'll bring.
hours.
Well, how about we bring each other out there?
Okay, we'll spend the day over
Emilio,
there
you
together.
take us. So,
Emilio can drive you guys there.
Ericka, thank you. Really, this was both enjoyable and inspiring.
Thank
Your
you.
journey is incredible, amazing, and I'm sure you have a long journey in front of you. And remember, you get to do all these things and be
Yes.
all those things.
We're blessed enough to do these things.
To the people out there who are joining us, and I'd like to thank you for joining. And please share this episode with people who may need it, and even yourself. And subscribe. Till next time, take care.